culture. Like, I believe that's culture.
They don't me?
do.
No, not all of them. Yo, what's good? It's the kid Gizmo.
Salud.
Back yet again with another fun-filled, exciting,
Parabolic.
riveting. Tally doesn't have anything good to say. Episode of
Kuro.
Tally, what are we talking about today, man?
Yo, we talking about the cultural differences from your country and Japan.
Yeah. Cultural differences in Japan. Tally, cultural differences, Japan, go.
Hey,
What's up?
stop talking on the bus or train.
Or
Yo,
train, yes.
yeah. You will never feel more ostracized in Japan until you start talking and laughing on a bus or a train.
Yeah, generally being loud or standing out a lot is generally a no-go in Japan. The nail that stands out shall be hammered down, and that includes being loud out in public. You shouldn't be. You're messing up the walk.
Mess up the wall.
You messed up the walk. You don't want to mess up the
You don't
walk.
want to mess up the wall.
Yeah, don't talk on the phone on the train or bus either. Don't listen to music out loud on the train or bus. You just kind of want to like meld into the tapestry or whatever.
Japanese people usually are cool. They're like, they won't say nothing. Even if you step out of line a little bit, they'll just be kind of like, they're foreigners. But they will.
I've never
seen it a few times.
Interesting.
Like they'll under their breath, like
Really?
it's a big thing for them. Like respecting the privacy and the I don't know, the sanctity of a train or a bus.
Train or the bus.
That is
How dare you come to sanctify?
dare you
How dare you come to
breathe
sanctify
loudly.
in my bus, my public bus?
Cultural differences in Japan.
This drives me absolutely insane. Japanese people have very, very poor spatial awareness. I know I have my pet peeves. I don't like people being in my way. You will see people in the aisle at the grocery store, in the middle of the aisle, or just in the middle of you cannot get around them. They're taking up the whole aisle. They'll walk off, like no spatial awareness at all, bro. Like you're walking, it'll be like a line of like 4 or 5 of them taking up the entire street, entire sidewalk, and you can't walk past them.
You can't.
And it's just like, they're just kind of like,
Riding your bicycle.
like, I don't understand. I don't know, man. Like you ride
it's
your bike,
frustrating.
it's frustrating.
Because they're walking towards you,
looking at you. I'm on my bicycle,
Bicycle.
and you're just like,
And unless you ring your bell or something like
Oh
then
my-
you ring it and
man.
they scatter like cockroaches, like oh, like they suddenly like they realize that you exist.
Another thing, just being in my face, bro. All in my personal space, like talking to me.
But like yo, like when you're that close,
to me.
like
You're just
yo,
too close to me.
You catch.
Get away from me. Like I feel like I need to push you or something. Like please get out of my face. Definitely spatial awareness is a big cultural difference. Cultural differences in Japan.
Yo, go to the restaurants. Waiters don't come up to you in the restaurants. Yeah, it's kind of a thing where you expect, like, especially come from the U.S., right? People just come up to you. Hey, you need another water. Hey, you need this. Hey, you need this. How's your meal? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
They don't do that.
You gotta ask them.
You gotta ask, and
You
it's
have to
kind of
say
weird
that?
for me. Like
Initially, it was weird,
you have to be like, "Sumimasen." Like you literally
call them.
yell "excuse me" in the middle of restaurants. Some restaurants have like a little button you can push for ping pong.
Yeah.
But a lot of restaurants they don't have it, and you just gotta like yell. And it's always for me like I don't want to do it. I've learned the whole time being in Japan is don't be your natural noisy self. In public.
you just like you different. Dog.
Come on.
You built different, dog. Like you just built different. I'm telling y'all, Tally's mutant ability is Banshee from X-Men, bro.
Which is why I have to check my power. So like when you like tell me in the restaurant just to yell, someone said I could literally ruin someone's meal.
Either build and start shaking.
But it's something that you have to like kind of get used to. You go to a restaurant, they're not gonna come up to you and be like, "Hey, do you need this?" Usually, right? If you see like someone walking with a water pitcher, they will walk right by you, even when your cup is empty. So you gotta be like, sumimasen, because there's no tips, right? So they just doing their job, and if you want something, you ask for it. If you don't need anything, then kick rocks. Then.
Another cultural difference, big cultural difference in Japan. In case you don't know, it's a very conformist society. People conform a lot. In Western society, being your individual self and being true to yourself is what's important.
Yeah.
But in Japanese society, conforming and fitting in, being a worker in the beehive is what's important. So there's not a lot of individuality, I feel, in Japan. And for some people, that could be kind of offsetting or strange, especially if you come from somewhere like the United States. In the United States, usually it goes like the order of command when it comes to life and work balance. It goes family, then you, and then maybe work, right?
Maybe.
Then maybe work. But in Japan, it's like, bro, the business trumps everything. You put the business before your family and yourself.
Well, it depends. If you're a man, business. If you're a woman, then family. But family comes before romantic life too.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Your kid and keeping like the house in order is number one. If that's not perfect, then you don't even think about other things. Same for men for like work. If your work is not going well, or you got to work overtime, or you got to do this, even if you got like a game to go to for your son or whatever. You have a family event.
Yeah. No, it's the business. No, it's the business. The business first. The company, you are the company. And that is normal in Japan.
But they expect you in Japan just to fall in line.
Fall in line. Fall in line. Yeah. Don't challenge the
established order.
The establishment. Do as you're told.
Yeah.
And follow the rules.
Yeah.
Just fit in, conform. That's Japanese society. And it could be a little bit soul crushing for some people.
Some people enjoy it. Some people like structure, but
not that kind of structure. That's way too much structure. I like structure, but not like that, bro. That's way too much.
Hey you! Yeah!
Right now!
Hey, click that like button.
Did you click the like button?
Subscribe.
Do it. Click the like button.
Don't forget to comment too.
Leave a comment that says tally is sus.
No.
Okay, those S.
This is like one of the things where I say the first word, you continue. Tally.
S tally. Cultural differences in Japan.
Japanese people are not always the best at communicating, especially their feelings.
Oh, right? Yeah. Yes.
So a big thing in Japan, ghosting. Ghosting culture in Japan is huge. Like, I'm not just saying like just romantic ways, but like even for friends, when people just don't feel comfortable explaining how they feel anymore. Yeah. The best way for them to communicate that they're not happy is they don't talk to you.
They don't talk to you.
It is frustrating.
It's frustrating.
Because you never know. Like, as a foreigner, you don't actually know the mistake you made. So like if you make a mistake in culture, now some people, like I think if we were in like Tokyo or a bigger city, people would be a little bit more understanding. If you make a mistake in our city, it's more glaring because no one else around you is making that same mistake. And yeah, as a foreigner, we don't actually know the mistake we're making. Maybe we said something wrong. You have to be kind of careful with the vote, like what you say in Japan, because people won't show like they were offended by what you said, but they'll ghost you afterwards.
To piggyback off that, it's like tatemae and honne, right? So Japanese people, what we would consider fronting, like you're just fronting. Like people will say things to save face, but it's really not what they mean. Yeah, and that's a big part of Japan. Is like you have to read in between the lines, and it took a while for me to understand Japanese thinking culturally. Where when someone said like, "So hey, let's go have some drinks," like that means no. That just means no. Yeah. That just instantly means that choto ne. So that means no.
No, because like then they have to explain why. Yeah, and they're just not good. Like that kind of communication, they're just not good at.
Yeah, but it's just culturally different for them.
They just you should understand that I'm not feeling it. or whatever. Or our favorite one is like when you ask the girl to go out, she's like, yeah. And then on the day or the day before, kazehi chatta. And then you make another plan.
Reschedule. Kazehi chatta.
Instead of just saying, I don't want to go out with you. How you gonna waste my time?
Cultural differences in your brain.
Oh God, I feel the hate.
No, I see. Just be ready for motherfuckers out here not brushing their tongue, dog. Like, bro, how can I smell your breath through your mask? It's like, my guy, that is cruel.
What is worse, the not brushing or the no deodorant?
The height of summer. The height of summer, not all people stink like bad. There's some people that stink. But the bad breath, the amount of people I met with bad breath out here, dog, man, I'm telling you, this teacher at my school, I know his name, I ain't gonna say it. He was standing like where you are. He had a mask on, and I could smell his breath. And I was like, that mask ain't doing nothing. You know like from Simpsons, there's the goggles, they do nothing. Like, it's just a mask. The mask did nothing, bro. Just freaking breathing all this hot air in my face. Disrespectful. You know how much you must not care about a person to just like breathe stank breath in their face? You should just fight. Like somebody talk to you with bad breath. That's a challenge, bro.
I'm trying to figure out how
they want to fight. They don't brush their tongue, B.
They do.
No, not all of them. Just brush your tongue. That's all you gotta do.
Just brush.
Crazy, bro. You gotta brush your tongue, B. Bro, you gotta brush your tongue, B. I met a lot more people in Japan with stinky breath than I did in other countries.
Oh God, I know what you want to say. I know what you want to say.
No, I'm in there. What do you think I want to say?
The police won't shoot you.
I
mean, that's usually your coup de grace.
Nah, it's either that. I was gonna go with the bureaucracy being garbage. No, but like, let's just go with the police won't shoot you, bro. I went to a bike shop one time, and this man was like, "Hey, your bike light is busted. You should probably fix that, or the cops are gonna stop you." He's like, "But if the cops tell you to stop, you can just ride away. They won't shoot. They won't shoot you here." It was like, damn fool. It's like if the cops try to stop you, you can just keep riding your bicycle away if he's on foot, because he can't catch you and they won't shoot you, so you good. I was like, dang. But yeah, police will not shoot you here.
Generous.
And though they will bother you and frisk you and stuff, they're generally very polite when they speak to you. Every time that I've been harassed, let's be clear, I've been harassed by the police, they've been very respectful before robbing me of my dignity and my civil rights, you know?
Politely.
Thanks, Japan.
Thanks. You chose violence, but you chose it the J. Cole way. Politely.
The police like out here like J. Cole.
They apologize afterwards.
Sorry I had to stop at Frisky. I probably shouldn't have done that.
I should have done that in the first place.
Might delete later. Oh my God. But
might apologize later.
Yo, those are some of the cultural differences in Japan that we've experienced being here over these years. Let us know what we missed. There's a bunch more we probably didn't cover.
Yeah.
I feel like we can probably do another video about this, but let us know down below in the comments what we missed or didn't mention. Be sure to hit this with a like. Also, subscribe, leave a comment, respond to a comment. It all helps with engagement and helps us on YouTube.
Don't forget the Kuro goods too.
Yeah, check out the Patreon. And we got merch as well. So that being said, it's your boy Gizmo.
Salute.
Kuro Kouch.
To the community.
Hey, Kuro gang the click, dirty water the squad, Japan like politics, haters like oh my god, what am I seeing, they rocking another season, the finest of ignorance, we keep the truth the people need it, crack open the strong, camera on hit record, sound check, yeah we straight, topics never bold, Gizmo and Tally, Kuro Kouch we collab it, truth mix.